Straight into the Speed and Sound 111 Sports and Saloons, our biggest field at the Extreme Festival. 42 cars coming out to play. 36 of them have qualified for race number 1. And we're in for an epic battle here at Kyalami, because when we get 42 cars out there, it turns into car wars.
The 111 race is designed, works on a time format. So at Kyalami, for instance, we're not allowed to go and drop below a 158. It keeps the cars nice and close together. At Swartkorps, it's the 111 race there, so it's 1 minute 11. It makes it a lot for closer racing and keeping the cars in the same groups without spending too much money. An awesome class to run.
It's a magnificent class to be involved in as well. As you can see, all these guys coming out. Adrian Dalton will be looking to try and steal some more points away from his championship rivals, because remember, Craig Buerta, Donnie Jacobs, and of course Chris Davison are all in with a chance of taking it away from Adrian Dalton, even though he's at the front end right now, heading into turn 1. And wow, Quanchai in that Z4 is having a baptism of fire as Harry Arangi sneaks on the inside in the 944 Turbo.
So nice to see that Z4 up in front already with only its second outing and a little bit on the dirt.
Yeah, a little bit on the dirt, but it's getting to grips with it. It is all about development. A good start there from Joel Silva, and a magnificent start from the Mustang as Marius comes up on the back end looking for a way through. Whoa, Quanchai gets put onto the dirt again. He's having a bit of a tough time of it, but he's certainly got this Trans-Africa Racing BMW Z4 of his sorted out. It's not quite planted just yet, but with a little bit more development into next season, I think it might be a front runner and a contender. But further back here, check this out. Oh, on the inside, that is a super start. And once again, that little Fiesta of Arthur Thorne giving Harvey and myself a very good run for our money.
There's the Speed and Sound BMW of Joel Silver leading out the 944 Turbo of Harry Arangi's, and then a gaggle of BMWs with Ryan, Nick Smythe and Johan Dreyer.
Dreyer in the top watch car. Bloom at the front end, though, has got ahead of Dalton. Dalton now demoted down to second place. Oh, look how busy it gets up at Westbank. Woohoo! Getting a little bit sideways there, and the Z4 sneaks through. Little 328's having some battles to try and keep him out. And Dalton looks like he may have an issue here. He's lost a lot of ground down there, and here comes Waite. Waite sneaks through as well, so Adrian Dalton certainly not firing like he usually does. And Arangi's, Joel Silva and the 3 BMWs are closing and will probably get past Adrian Dalton in a ailing Volkswagen Turbo Golf.
It definitely is. Marius Waite actually broke the Porsche. And talking of Porsches, there's Burgundy Ron Harumsa having a spin in the bowl.
Yeah, I got it completely wrong there. Yours truly in the thick of it with getting ahead of Thorne now. But it's Harvey who's taken the lead in our little battle. And he's actually got through on one of the Class C cars there. A big change up as we managed to find a way past on Dino Rolandi in the Nissan.
Mark Harvey may just have broken out of Class D into Class C by going a bit quicker than he should have. And here we've got Derek Smallberger in the little Herbie Beetle.
Yeah, look at that. He's taken on the big M3 of Adam Starostecki. So Starostecki with some work still to do in his M3. Nice two-way battle there with the Porsches. And wow, look at this. Jose Sardinia looking for a checkered flag on the side of his car. He's looking for one on the side of the track as well. There it is. He managed to find a way through early on, got past Des Bloom, and will hang on for the victory as Bloom comes through to take second place in Class A's and second overall. A magnificent effort from Joel Silva, though. He comes through for third in the Class A's, also being bumped up there in the Speed and Sound machine, and beats out Marius Waite, who takes first in Class B.
Second of the Class B's and seventh overall was Andries Gravenstein ahead of Nick Smythe, and Dalton with his ailing Golf finishing up ninth.
A bit of a tough one there for him. Class C, though, went to Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen, beating out Bruce Turner, and that was his best effort ever in the Speed and Sound BMW, and he also beat up Ron Burgundy Harmsa. Time for race 2 in Speed and Sound.
Nice to see you brought your renter crowd there, Greg. Always the best part of a festival is the public can actually come into the pits, meet the drivers, and get their photos.
Oh, and they loved it, I can tell you. That's out, and we go down into turn 1 for race 2 now. Quanchai on the inside of Marius Waite. Stay with Marius Waite. He's going to try and get to the front end, Ryan, if I was you. Unfortunately, not able to run the same corner speed there, but certainly side by side with Arangi's as they come through. Harry Arangi's having a great time there with the 888 machine. And I can tell you, Ryan Quanchai has found some more pace in that car between the two races.
Ryan's getting to grips with this rear-wheel drive, and I tell you what, go grab a copy of Speed and Sound and you can see the whole build process.
Yeah, he's done an awesome job on that car, he really has. And then the rest of the field come through as we get up onto the top. Oh, a big incident down in turn 1 though, and that could possibly bring out safety car. So yes, that's not the way we like to start the race. Safety car has been called for, and a couple of guys missing the flags and the safety car boards, but eventually getting all back together for the restart now. Alta van Wyk, the lady involved in that first corner incident, is A-OK and ready to rock, but will not be joining us for the last couple of laps of this race. A couple of laps under safety car, they've been withdrawn, and we now go racing again. Sardinia trying to get away from the rest of the field. Des Bloem, and a bit further back here, it's Chad Tendershate, myself, and the back end. Look out, because Craig Buerter is there as well, and Donnie Jacobs. And those are the two guys who are fighting for overall honours here in Triple One Sports and Saloons, with Dalton and Chris Davison in Class C.
And that mid-pack battle is just that. It's battle royale all the time.
Yeah, I love it. It's magic to be involved there. Joel Silver has had a magnificent day. No crashes this time out, which is great. And slowly but surely he is finding that car's sweet spot. That's Derek Smallberger fighting out there. I think that's with Dreyer. Yes, the second of the top watch boys. As BMW's finding it a bit of a difficult one to get past. And here comes Dalton. Look at that. A bit of a change up. He sorted out the distributor problem he had in race number 1. And it looks like he might be able to get through and get past on Jose.
That's amazing. He's already caught up and fighting for first place.
And for a way past on first place too, as we watch the Speed and Sound BMW flying through the top end of the hill and trying to close down. Then a bit further back, Quenshaw still on the back end of the second Trans-Africa racing machine there of Marius Waite. Then it's the other two BMWs there, Smythe and Cravenstein, and Dalton's got through. Dalton has got to the front. Can you believe that? That is brilliant stuff. Well done to the 8-valve Performance boys for sorting that car out.
There we've got Anwar Hafaji just in the background in his little Toyota Runnix.
Yeah, he's just been eaten up by the Class A boys as they come down towards the checkered flag. It's going to be Dalton from Sardinia. Des Bloem pushed hard but couldn't quite get the custom BMW ahead of the slightly smaller cars. They're a bit more nimble around this track, and the big BM certainly kept them honest for 1, 2 and 3 in Class A. Joel Silver will hang on for 4th place in the Class A's, and Ryan Cranchar a top 5 finish and 5th in the A's, with Marius Waite taking out the Class B's in the Trans-Africa Racing Ford Mustang.
Second in Class B was Andries Cravenstein, just ahead of Nick Smythe. And first to Class C, Ron Harmse in 12th place.
Turning it around there was Burgundy Harmse beating out Van Nieuwenhuizen and Bruce Turner in the self-built Speed and Sound BMW. His best effort and his top finish in Triple Ones.
We had great racing. There's unfortunately a few incidents, so we finished quite late. But otherwise, it was an awesome day. Brilliant racing. Great camaraderie in the Triple One series. It was brilliant.